Visit TCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit TCG Castle for more.
Looking to grade your Pokemon cards and you don't know how to do it? Check out Ludkins Collectables and grade your Pokemon cards with zero risk. Check video description or visit ludkinscollectables.com for more.
Hello YouTube, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. This is the video about Greninja GX and it's the first video with the cards that featured Forbidden Light set, but only a couple of them. So only Frogadiers and Greninja GXs and pretty much all of the cards in this build are actually the old one. So first I really want to say a few words about Greninja GX. It's the 230 HP water Pokemon with of course grass weakness. Resistance, nothing, and 2 retreat cost. So in order to retreat Greninja GX, you're going to need to pay 2 retreat cost, which is not that cheap as it was on the regular Greninja. And of course Greninja Break. But we have that Shuriken Flurry ability where we can just, when we play it from our hand to one of our Pokemon, we can just put 3 damage counters to one of our opponent Pokemon in play. It's a pretty interesting concept. So is this something like Seismitoad the Crobat with that sneaky bite and surprise bite, of course, and the Golbat and Crobats? It's pretty much identical, almost. The only difference is basically with those Froakies. The other Froakie has the ability that you can basically retreat for free if you have water energy. But there was the Zubat from the Plasma Storm, which says that if you don't have energy, or if there's a stadium or something like that, this Pokemon have a free retreat, something like that it was. I can't really remember anyways. But yeah, I mean, in this deck I just decided to go with the Froakie with the bubble. Sometimes it's just much better, so if Greninja it's gonna be good. Who knows, Froakie might just get increased in price. Frogadiers, of course, with a Gale Shuriken, when we play it from our hand, we can just, put 2 damage counters on one of our opponent Pokemon, and of course, with Greninja GX, we can put 3. So, theoretically 5, which is pretty decent, because we can also snipe on the bench with that Shadowy Hunter GX, and also with a high slash for 110 with Water and Double Course Energy. This is the perfect scenario to pair this deck with Zoroark GX. I'm also going to try to cover up this deck with Tapu Finis, maybe, but I don't know, Tapu Fini can snipe 120 on the bench, so technically this might be also a good idea, but not with Zoroark GX, of course, and maybe some sort of Super Scoop Ups and Max Elixirs and Aqua Patches and that new supporter which says that you can discard 2 water energies from your hand and then just, draw any 2 cards. That could be potentially very good and interesting deck, but I'm just looking forward to cover that later, so make sure to stay tuned for that. So let's just stop talking and let's just see the deck list right now. So we have 4 Zoruas, of course, and 4 Zoroarks with the Ram, of course, and with the trade, very good, with also reduced bidding, really like it. Very popular card these days. 2 Tapu Lele GXs and of course 4 copies of Frogadiers, Froakies, and Greninja GXs. And I also decided, actually 3 Greninja GXs, and I also decided to take this Shadow of Snitching Greninja and Moonlight Slash. It's a very good card and a very good non-GX attacker and or EX attacker. In addition to all of those cards, we are having 2 Evosodas, but make sure not to play Evosoda for Frogadier or Greninja because it's not going to be... You're not going to trigger the ability, so that's the big problem with Evosoda. But this is still a good card to find those Zoroarks. 2 Field Blowers, 1 Rescue Stretcher, 1 Support for Energy Pokemon Recycle, 4 copies of Ultra Ball, and then we are done with the item cards. We're just going on to the supporter cards. Running double Roll as well as 3 copies of Bridget because we really don't want to waste space benching down those Tapu Leles. So there's a reason why triple Gold Star Bridget is on the deck list. We also have 3 Cynthias, 3 Guzmas, and then 2 Ents and 3 Sycamores. Moving on to some other tool cards, we're in 2 Choice Bands and 2 Flowstones and 4 of each DCEs and Water Energy cards. Pretty standard deck list, I should say. I'm not that surprised with this build that I just decided to make. Again, it's just a Zoroark GX featuring Greninja GX. It's nothing special in my opinion. Much more special is going to be Greninja with Tapu Fini, so you should definitely stay tuned for that. I'm actually going to cover this possibly tomorrow. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you're looking to buy any of these cards, you can check tcgcastle.com. Link is provided in my video description as usual. Also, if you may be looking to send your cards to PSA submission, you don't know how to do it, it's very expensive, you can always check ludkinscollectables.com, because those guys provide very good service about sending cards to the PSA submission. I also did my PSA submitting, and I was very surprised with the grades, of course, and with service, so I highly recommend to check them out. So let's move on to the game test so you can actually see this deck in action, so see you in the game. Alright, so we're here finally with the brand new Forbidden Light set. As you can see, the first deck that I just looking forward to upload and play with it is going to be Greninja GX. Obviously one of my favorite decks. Was also Greninja Break once it was released. Right now I'm also looking forward to play a couple different multiple versions of the Greninja GX deck as well. And this is the first version that you're gonna find on my channel, but probably not the last one. So this one is featured and played, of course, with those Zoroark GXs. And it looks like we're going to play against Boswell GX, so that's going to be very interesting to see. And there's the Cynthia, maybe even against Garchomp, who knows? Oh, there's the Unsea with the Princess Cheers, and that's pretty much it. Very bad start for my opponent. I should definitely say that. But it's definitely good for me. Hey, I'm not going to say anything against that. So let's see, if we can hit heads on the bubble, then we can prevent our opponent from taking that advantage with the Floatstone and retreating down to maybe Boswell GX. So in that case, he can spread some damage counters to my Pokemons on the bench. But again, with the Guzma, he can do the same thing, and he just decided to play Guzma. And there's the Floatstone, so this is probably going to be retreat down to Regirock and pass the turn. Oh boy. This looks pretty bad for my opponent, to be honest. But it also looks pretty bad for me, so I'm going to play that Cynthia and refresh my hand for 6 new cards. Oh, again, nothing. Well, this looks really bad right now. I'm looking forward to remove that Acerol from play. A double Course Energy. Okay, so it's at least something. I guess I can start to apply some pressure to my opponent. Fill Blower for both Flowstones, and then I'm gonna retreat and hit with that Radius Beating for like 80. 110 actually, because I also have that Choice Band, didn't see it. So 110, not that bad, not that bad at all. So I just need a couple of Frogadiers, and then I can start to also put some damage counters around the bench on my opponent Pokemons, of course. So this is the version of the deck without rare candies, without, no, there's the Boswell. Alright, if your opponent has exactly 4 prize cards, meaning this attack does 90 more damage, this is just insane. So once you took the knockout, Boswell can one-hit knockout with just a single energy card, of course, those Zoroarks, and this is so painful. Seriously, it is. So I'm gonna need to focus and take the knockout somehow against this beast on the bench. But before that, I'm gonna take Jet Punch, which is gonna be for like 120 plus 30. Oh, what the heck? 180 with just a single energy card. Oh my goodness. This is so bad even for Watch, to be honest. Really, it is. I'm thinking about Sycamore. I'm thinking about Sycamore so badly that I simply can't describe how badly I really want to get that Sycamore and 7 cards in my hand. Yeah, I simply need that Sycamore. Can I recycle something back? No, I can't. There's just plenty of supporter cards in my discard pile. I need couple Pokemons. That's pretty much it. Couple Frogadiers. There's just one of them. So he definitely needs to go right there. Okay, so at least I can put some pressure to that Boswell. And I can also trade, obviously, that Zoroark from my hand. Just the Greninja. This is so badly. Alright, at least I can remove Stadium, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go for those flow stones and choice bands and stuff like that. Yeah, that's it for now. I'm hitting for 130 and that's it. So at least next turn with Greninja, I guess I can put 3 more damage counters, but yeah, I guess that after that I can just scoop that Greninja back with the S roll into my hand and evolve and knock out that Boswell. It makes sense. It makes sense. We can actually do that. Plus I can also, maybe I can grab 4 price card knockout next turn against that Regirock as well on the bench. But one thing for now is sure that this Boswell is hitting me very hard with those Jet Punches. That Jet Punch for just a single energy in 180 or 120 or 200 and something, it will depend. It's just very painful to watch. Seriously, I mean, really it is. Okay, so Ultra Ball is a top deck, which is obviously very nice top deck. Just because right now I can put 2 damage counters right there, and then I can Ultra Ball. And obviously I can Ultra Ball for something like a Frogadier, so I can take advantage of it. And I'm actually taking a lot of risk right now, but it's just the way that I like to use to play. So I'm taking knockout against that Boswell, plus 2 prize cards. Let's see what we can find right there. A Froakie and another Ultra Ball. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty damn good. So right now I took, if your opponent has exactly 4 prize cards remaining, this attack does 90. So I need to find a way somehow to take another knockout here, which is obviously not possible. So how many damage counter you can deal? 150, 170. Jeez, this is so many damage counters. So I need to find a way to basically grab myself a knockout somehow. So I'm going to discard that Water Energy and that Guzman. I'm going to keep that as roll-up. So there's just no other option available for me than grab that Tapulela and roll with, I guess, Cynthia, maybe even Sycamore for 7. Let me see which decision I should make. I have 2 Evosodas. I mean, I really need that double Course Energy card. Because if I miss it, I'm gonna be in a very bad position. So I might also need that S roll as well. But oh, that's a huge gamble. I need to draw that double Course Energy because if I miss it, this is gonna be very bad. Because I can snipe on the bench with, oh, I can snipe on the bench. This is so badass. So what I can do, I can snipe on the bench, or I can maybe hit with 110 and shuffle my Greninja GX back into my deck. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that. That's just for sure, so I can put some damage counters also in play. On this Boswell, please. Okay, so right now I can actually snipe on the bench that Regirock and took 2 more prize cards, which means that this Boswell is not gonna be able to use that Sledgehammer attack. And obviously, my opponent needs to do something big here in order to take the victory or even come back into the game. I'm in a pretty good position right now, so I can hit for 100 and 140 with a Haze Slash. Next turn with my Choice Band, or 110 against that. Oh, there's the Guzma play, and it's for my Tapulela. Actually, it's good because I have Flowstone available, and this is the Beast Energy. This is a yeah, Jet Punch. Let's see for how many damage counters. I don't even want to count it. For 90 with a single energy. That's just insane. Speaking about insane, should I have enough for the knockout? With that Evosoda and another Greninja, I think I'm not going to have enough for the knockout. 140. Yeah, I'm short for actually... Oh, how stupid that was. Evosoda is from the hand. Oh, seriously. Evosoda is from hand, so that's not gonna count anyways. It's 140. Oh, what a mistake. That's a very good question. No, he can go for 91, 12, 130 technically. He can do that. He can pull the knockout with a choice band and strong energy, but that's again a lot of resources. So there's the Ultra Ball for artillery, obviously. No, he discarded Beast Ring. Beast Ring says, just in case you don't know, you can play only this card if your opponent has exactly 3 or 4 prize cards remaining. Unfortunately, I have only 2, so he cannot do that. There's the Max Elixir. Alright, so energy for another Buzzwole on the bench. And there's the Super Rod as well. So, yeah, and then you can search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your Ultra Base and then shuffle your deck. It's a very good card. Beast Ring is a very good card. And there's another Guzma. Okay, oh, another Guzma and another Jet Punch. This time, obviously, it's going to be for knockout versus my Froakie. So I need to find a way somehow to get out of this position. Something like Acerola would be such a good thing. Obviously. But I also have that Zoroark available for the bench. And that Evosoda, which I can throw out. Yeah, I guess I need to start applying more pressure with that Hay Slash. I just need to do that. It's 140, and I think how right now is just the perfect time to shuffle back that Greninja and all cards into my deck. And promote into the active position something like another Greninja GX with the energy card, which cannot be one-hit knocked out, at least not for now. But theoretically, my opponent can pull knockout if he can use that Knuckle Impact. With a strong energy, of course, and with the help of the NC, he can go up to 200 and something. And there's the Guzma, obviously, for my top player. So he really wants to close this game as much possible. And there we go with the Max Elixir. So, another Max Elixir play. And there we go with 3 energy cards. So, all I really need right now is just a single Greninja and the game is over. Because with that Greninja GX, I can snipe on the bench my opponent Buzzwole GX and I can end the game. Or maybe I can just, grab something like a double CORSAIR energy and finish the game as well. So, yeah. Speaking about that, I have Acerola, but let's just see how more options I would have available. For example, alright, so I guess all I really need to do is just play my... Oh no, I cannot play my Acerola because I don't have damage counter on my Greninja. Yeah, I forget about that. But there we go. There's the Rescue Stretcher and a double CORSAIR energy as well. So I can attack and knock out my opponent and grab last 2 prize cards with my Greninja GX. Ooh, that was very close. But I managed to pull that Rescue Stretcher. I had that another Zoroark in my discard pile, but I wouldn't be able to evolve right now. Oh, we don't need to shuffle it back. It's GG anyways. So very interesting concept, but again, Acerola is not that good as the AZ. I mean, some people would say it's better than AZ. Some people would agree that it's not. In this certain situation, it was not better because I was not able to scoop my Greninja GX and all cards back into my deck. So that was the biggest concern for me. But at the end, it ended up well for me. I managed to find a double CORSAIR energy, and I was able to use it Hay Slash and knock out my opponent last Buzzwole, but if there was no double CORSAIR energy, I would probably lose the game by probably being knocked out from the Guzma anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. That was the first video for the Forbidden Light Greninja GX as usual. I really like it. I hope you're gonna hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below also what you think about this deck list. Let me know if you would like to see maybe some sort of decks from the Forbidden Light. If you maybe have deck list, you can also send it so I can import it and test it so you can see how it works. that's pretty much it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to visit again channel, see more videos in the future. Have a nice day, and goodbye.